Since 1994, Saki has solved the challenges of automated optical inspection with a full line of 2D AOI and 3D AOI, SBI and AXI systems, and the first self-programming and self-tuning software. Saki has become a respected leader in the smart factory industry 4.0 and M2M communication revolution.
Welcome to the Aegis stand here at Productronica. I'm delighted to be joined by Michael Ford again. Nice to see you, Michael.
Hello, nice to see you.
Okay. So we're here to talk about obviously the Aegis FactoryLogix suite and your FactoryOptix, which is your augmented reality system. Tell us a little bit about that and how it works.
We have a system where we can go completely hands-free in manufacturing. So to do this, we have a very simple headset, a very light headset, which we are showing here. That is displaying operational instructions. Now that is exactly the same information that you would get using one of our advanced paperless workstations. But now it's fed directly into your eye. It's just like a heads-up display in a car, which we all use every day now. So that what it means is that as we're performing the assembly tasks, we can confirm step by step what is the instruction. We can confirm that we've done it. We can collect traceability data automatically with the camera. We can read a barcode by just looking at it and saying, read. We can say next operation, next operation. So the technology behind this is very, very simple and inexpensive. And the cost of ownership is almost zero because it utilizes the exact same data as people are already using for the paperless workstations.
So basically it works off of a little, you can index it on the side of the glasses there from side to side, and it works also with voice commands.
Yeah, the voice command, you can use it for anything. And one of the nice things with the voice is that the operators who are performing their work, if they see, for example, anything that's not been done correctly in a previous process, they can either correct it and then explain, something was wrong there, or they can simply give a feedback, I think there's a defect or potential defect on this board. So they become interactive part of the operational process.
Well, so the first question everybody's going to ask, of course, is how easy is it to program it?
You don't need to do anything at all. This comes as a standard add-on for our FactoryLogix digital IoT-based MES software. And so instead of using a terminal with a mouse and a keyboard and a screen, you can simply use as an alternative this hands-free kit. So therefore, you can start to use that immediately on any operator station. But get this, in our modern factories where we are making many different products in a high-mix environment, instead of having operators dedicated to a specialist task, who are then doing nothing a lot of the time because they're changing over, using FactoryOptix, they can immediately be given instruction to go to make another product, or make another variant, or do an inspection, a quality test. They can start to move materials around the factory. It means that operators are no longer static, tethered to one environment, doing one particular job. They are now free to be a part of the overall digital factory. They are contributing in many, many different ways now without the need for specialist knowledge in any particular job that they're doing. And so we see the factory of the future as being inclusive of our most flexible asset that we have, the human operator.
Yeah, that's fascinating because there are so many different jobs that they could be doing, and it's so easy to instruct them how to do it. Let's talk about the glasses themselves. I mean, they look a little bit fragile standing there. What are they? Is this a standard unit that you use, or is it one of a number of different variable units?
It's a unit that we've selected specifically for this application. We have customers today using this kit crawling around inside the wings of aeroplanes. These are areas you can't take even a laptop, a PC, obviously, or even a tablet. We have people making telescopes, radio telescopes out in space, where they're strung by a trapeze above the project and they're actually doing an assembly job. and you can't afford to drop anything. You can't afford, it would be literally millions of dollars of damage. So those kind of specialist applications illustrate the robustness of this solution. It is designed to be extremely light so that people can wear it all day. There's no sickness or anything like that. It's not like the big headsets that we often see. So it's very cost effective, very easy to use, it lasts a long time, and it's very robust. So for normal operations in the factory, okay, like anything, like a barcode reader, you could drop it. Like a tablet, you could drop it. You could drop the glasses too. But I think we've learned to be a little bit more careful with stuff, and those kinds of accidents do not happen so often. But even if they do, we're not talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars of specialist hardware here. This is a standard off-the-shelf, simple hardware.
Okay. I can imagine it'd be pretty useful for training as well when you're bringing new operators in and basically training them from scratch.
That's a really good point, actually, because most of the training isn't necessary anymore. Because you can have, as long as you have your operators with a basic understanding of how a factory works and what a job entails, that specialist knowledge that they would need for complex assembly operations all comes in the glasses. So it's almost like self-training, on-the-job training, which is there permanently. And so the requirement for somebody to get up to speed, even from zero, I could put these glasses on and I could assemble something quite complex. I know I could do that. Whereas any other method, I wouldn't try it.
Yeah, fascinating. So I'd imagine there must be quite a lot of interest for this sort of product in the marketplace.
It's been very well accepted. We've had queues of people here at the booth today wanting to have a look at this, because there is a basic principle where new technology shouldn't be difficult, expensive, or risk, and the box is definitely checked on that. But you also need to look at the benefit. Being a hands-free operator doubles your productivity, not only because you can use both hands, but because you don't have any downtime between successive projects. Our MES software, FactoryLogix, is directing the operation to make sure that everybody has something to do, it's a creative job, it's adding value, and they are part of that factory. So really the cost performance of this is unbelievable.
So are you saying that FactoryLogix also has, the task built into it? It knows how long it's going to take to do it, and it can schedule the work or the next task he's going to do after that.
Yes, that is part of FactoryLogix operation. One of the unique things that we have is we can take a customer demand, an Industry 4.0 customer, which is the worst, because they come along and say, I need another 100 of this piece and I need it delivered by tomorrow. Can you do it? FactoryLogix has the ability to configure to order. So we simply say, here's the product model, here's the line configuration options, let the software tell me what is the best configuration to do this job now, and let me know if there is any issue with materials, or does it affect anybody else's on-time delivery. If it's okay, we can see exactly the plan, the materials are automatically pulled, and we then receive the job to perform the assembly. So it's a kind of a semi-automated environment, semi-automated from the point of view that there is somebody receiving the order from the customer and entering it to be processed into the system, but from that point on, it can be completely automated.
Wonderful. Well, this is the first fully operational AR system I've seen in the business. So congratulations, and thank you for showing it to us today.
Okay, thank you very much indeed.